Outlaw Macho Drive-In.
Hey, we are looking at Hell in a Cell of matches.
It's
Found
just
that hilarious.
yeah, like you know how you say like Hell in a Cell match. You sound like you trying to be sarcastic. Hell in a Cell matches. Exactly.
Those are the ones that
I
just that they can burn steel down. They
Yeah.
only
No,
sell
no,
them at
no, the one
specific
they can
gas
sell.
stations.
when they first announced it, I thought they looked like back in '97. Had that video of it being constructed. I was like, oh, this looks really awesome.
Oh, and
Um,
and that music that production theme, it's called the Sala, by the way.
Yes.
That was amazing.
yeah,
I look at it that when it always the first even elimination chamber when they first debuted, it always
Yeah.
been up there. Just over time, it's watered down. That's all.
it has been because of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, which made it just be matches. Like
Yeah.
today, just looking at like the non Hell in a Cell pay-per-view matches. So like back when they actually were legit, matches for feuds that needed blow-offs or actual were heated rivalries and not just Bianca versus Bailey. Like
I mean, Bianca versus
There's always
Bailey. Bianca versus Bailey is hot. Not a heated rival, but it's just hot. That's
yes, it is, but it's not one that needs to be inside of a cell.
it. Does not.
Yeah.
It does not need to be in the cell. If it was
There's-
me, I would let those ladies roam free all over that arena.
Letting the ladies roam free.
Uh-huh,
Got the free range ladies today.
uh-huh.
There's always debate between people with the first two cell matches. Which one do you guys like better between the first two? Like, I think reason Foley versus Taker gets attention is just because of the two big spots. But I think match-wise, Taker versus Michaels is better than Taker versus Mankind.
I would agree because if you ask anyone, can you describe the Taker Mankind match without them two spots or the teeth thing? They couldn't tell you. Honestly, if you told me that match was 30 minutes, I'll be like, really? I thought it 10 minutes. Because that's how your brain just think about it and stuff like that. And it was good. Terry Funk showed up.
Terry Funk got
the way you
choked
had
out of
everything.
his shoes. Taker went for old school. Mankind tripped the ropes and got him to, crouch himself. Is that how the thing goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess there actually was one in between. They had that tag team match on Raw, so I guess two of the first three matches, but that tag match on Raw is a forgotten one.
The bell
basically.
never rang for it, did it?
It technically did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it never rang to end it.
I don't think so.
I have to put a PSA to our new listeners. If you knew, we cannot never be negative about the Undertaker matches with Muhammad around. He's the Undertaker expert, so he make the judgment call if it's a good or bad Undertaker match. Exactly.
In the 1999 run,
but technically he was not in the Rose War match. He never showed up. He was just appeared out of the ring.
Yeah. The 99 matches, like the Kennel and Hell, less said the better. And Taker versus Bossman, it's
as the Undertaker expert, I could say Taker versus Bossman was not a good match.
No, it's mainly known for the post-match thing, which still even at that time just was kind of cringe.
Yeah, especially Bossman just first of all waving around and then just going lifeless. You're like, ugh.
Yes, but I do think that with the very first one, Taker was the complete conqueror in the match. Shawn was the great heel, and just seeing bloodied Shawn Michaels, cover Taker was great because it was perfect for Shawn at that time.
It's the perfect letdown
just
moment.
been after the debut of Kane. Yes.
And his little bump and stuff was great.
Yes.
So I remember the little bump he did. Now you got me thinking, what? which matches Undertaker had in the Cell here.
And then that Undertaker sitting up from the super kick is still one of my biggest mark out moments of all. Just you guys remember Shawn Michaels just levels him with the super kick and Undertaker sits right back up and just looks him right in the eye defiant. And then Shawn heads for the door.
I think Taker, if you had to think about like two people who present Hell in a Cell, it would be for me Taker and Triple H.
Yeah.
I think Triple H versus Cactus Jack was great. It was coming off of their great match at Royal Rumble the month prior. It was a match that legit needed like a Hell in a Cell because they had been feuding for 3 years basically, and they had been in cage matches, street fights, basket matches. It was perfect match for these two guys, and it was the perfect retirement match, quote unquote, for Cactus Jack. And it was kind of the opposite of Taker versus Michaels, where you had Triple H in that same type of heel role, going through all the same type of shit that Michaels was, because he was going against a not necessarily a conqueror like Taker, but a sadistic Cactus Jack, putting him through the ringer. That's like perfect Hell in a Cell right there, where you have like I don't want to say a chicken shit heel, but when you have like a heel who's like on kind of like a power trip or just full of themselves, just busted open from a babyface getting their comeuppance on them. That's perfect Hell in a Cell storytelling.
Oh.
I would say yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was also the biggest buildup of like Hell in a Cell being the ultimate score wrestler.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
And totally agree with you, Joe. Sorry, I was looking at all the matches and I'm just like, wow, it's just you're right. They water it down because I totally forgot that. In last year's, it was 3 Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah, totally watered down.
I know, just like when it was 3. Like, so I was like, I remember the I Quit match.
Hold up, it was 3? Oh yeah,
yeah,
the I Quit match, the
women's
match, and Drew versus Allison. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking the same thing. Like, wait a minute.
I remember those matches separately, but I cannot put together that they're on the same show.
See, exactly, and it's just weird that they had like 48 matches since '97 till now, and I'm like, wow, that's just a lot.
Is that including Friday or is that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. I'm looking at Wikipedia. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
48 matches.
So
we're hitting the big 5-0 tonight.
But no. Including tonight.
Yeah. For 48 is the Lashley and
Lashley.
Drew. Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, you know what?
Nah.
Batista, Lesnar, Charlotte, Becky, Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Jimmy Uso are all undefeated in Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah. And it's impressive. Like Joe was talking about Undertaker and Triple H and how their legacies tied to Hell in a Cell. Batista has wins over both of them in that structure.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the Undertaker is the top with 14, and then there's Triple H with 9 and Randy Orton at 8. They're the top 3 and stuff like that. But Triple H got a better win and loss percentage than the Undertaker, just because he's been in less. That's all. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Mud Show Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Mud Show Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.